What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV. We're back with another episode. Man. If this is your first time tuning in, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Go ahead and hit it right now, man. I would appreciate it, man. Listen, we're back with Let's Talk Relationships on Sundays. Let's Talk Relationships, man. We have a full cast, man. Listen, question for you guys. In every woman's past, is there one man that will always have access? That's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. We're going to be talking about that. So we're going to get started. So let me go ahead and get some introductions. We're going to get some introductions so we can go, because this is going to be a full conversation, man. All right, let's start up top. Introduce yourself for me.
Hi guys, my name is Kendra Crump, aka the HNIC. I'm from Atlanta. All right, born and raised, been here since I was 0. Okay, I got my Instagram handle is right there at the Kendra Crump Show. So I just be doing my comedy thing and whatnot. Got a book out. Okay, Diamond in the Rough. I'm trying to make it out of my Section 8 neighborhood. So if y'all start hearing some gunshots, then they act like it's normal because I do every day. But yeah, that's it. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome. All right, let's go, Unique.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna follow you. It's your girl Unique. You can follow me at unique_forever_17. I cook. I also have a talk show, so just follow back for the vibes.
Welcome. All right, J Rock.
What up? It's your boy J Rock. Instagram JRock1357, coming out of Florida.
Welcome, sir.
Sebastian, it's me again. Just excited to be here. Excited to get this information on today, and hope everyone enjoys.
Nice. All right, let's move over to Inox.
Yeah, this is Inox. You can follow me on Instagram at Inox Ventures. I'm just here to get this conversation started.
Nice. Welcome, sir. And we have Miss J.
My name is Miss J. You can follow me on Miss Jackson 1033. That's Miss with the Z. I'm originally from Chicago, now in Atlanta for like the last 12, 13 years. And it's nice to be here.
Nice. Well, welcome, man.
I'm phone them.
Right.
All right, guys. So you guys just relax, man. We're going to get this thing going on, man. Have a good conversation. All right, so listen, man. Let's get into this first video I want to show you guys. And I want you guys to react. I want to know how you feel about this video, right? So this is one of those videos where you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you accept something, you got to accept everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to talk about unconditional love and conditions. So let's get into the video, and I'm going to start with Miss Kendra. I'm going to start Miss Kendra when we come back and see what she has to say about this. So I'm going to pull up the video, and we all will react to it afterwards.
You know what I notice about some women is that some women expect for a man to love her unconditionally, but she wants to love this man under conditions. What this man can do for her, how much he can provide, how much money he make, where he work, what type of job he doing. But this man is supposed to accept you with open arms. Baby, you have yet to heal from childhood trauma. Your mama and your daddy failed you. You still have abandonment issues. Baby, you insecure with yourself because you sit here comparing yourself to this girl on social media. You don't even like the way that you look, but this man is supposed to accept you and love you unconditionally. Have you checked on that man's mental health? Have you called him and asked him, is he okay? Did you tell him that he was a king? Did you make him feel like that? And a lot of women say it's not my job to shape and mold. And man, that may not be your job, but it ain't your job to damn sure as hell stress that man out. But he gotta love you unconditionally and take you and your badass kids.
All right. Listen, she's talking. Kendra, let's get into it. Kendra. Listen, she's talking. So she's talking real shit. And unconditional love, is what you want. Women, what the women want, unconditional. They won't take nothing less, but they want to love you back with certain conditions. Now, I'm gonna say this. Like, I believe there's a lot of men out there that can be providers, but do you want to live in the $300,000 house I can afford? Do you want to drive the Honda Accord that I can afford to give you? Do you want to take 1 or 2 trips a year that I can afford to take you on? Or do you have conditions like I have to have so much wealth? I don't know. Kendra, talk to me.
You know what? I definitely agree with her standpoint, and I have had to, and thank God for therapy is helping me with this as well. And dealing with people who actually are very mature minded, because you really got to change your friend circle. Because I used to be that woman, be like, oh, he has to have X, Y, and Z, but it's like, what am I bringing to the table? You know, and that's what a lot of times, and there's nothing wrong with wanting this high value man, but if you still working, you know, at McDonald's as a cashier, you got a bad attitude and you're lazy and you stressing him out and stuff. It's like, how are you able to help him? You know, like, again, not every man, and I made a video about this, like the percentage of men who are making over $1 million a year, that's like 2 or 3% of the population out there. But they might be abusive, you know, mentally, physically, you know, you don't know what comes with that. So you try to come with who do you need, not what you want. And you may not need a man who is making 7-8 figures a year. You may need a guy who is cool with 60,000, who really loves the hell out of you, you know, and stuff like that. And he actually teaches you what love is, you know. And yes, you need to go. I honestly believe people need to go to, like I said, I mentioned therapy. Go to therapy before you decide to get into these relationships, because I think, you know, we want the fun parts of relationships, and when I say we, those broken people want that fun part of relationships, but you got to realize relationships are work. You know, and you need to actually, like I say, be that man's piece. Try to motivate him and help him and everything else like that. You know, so again, this is it's one of those, and you gotta really stay off social media. Sometimes it's good to take a social media break, because social media will tell you that you're supposed to, you know, have this, have that. And again, not every man, I don't know what the average man makes, like when it comes to the media and stuff like that, but not every man is balling like that, you know. And again, you just have to be content with what you got, you know, and you never know, 10, 20 years from now, you might, if you guys grow together, might have that $1 million, but you can't actually just go into thinking like, oh, you're going to pay my bills on the first date. Like, I don't know how many men, on this podcast has had to deal with that amount of women who are like already talking about paying their bills, taking care of the kids, you know, hey, are you gonna pay for my child, the babysitter, if I'm going out with you? Like, make it look like you have something going for yourself. So that's it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay, nice. I like everything you said. Let's go down to Miss J. Miss J, how you feel about it?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Like, in my teens and in my 20s, I was in the build a man. So you're not already packaged. So let me try to build you and motivate you. And not as a 42-year-old wife, I'm not building the bear. I know what I bring, and you gotta be equally yoked with me. Me and my husband, we done grew together from 21 to 40. To me, the young lady who was speaking, she sounded like she had some trauma. She was like, I get what she's saying, but that whole, well, what do you have to bring? I know what I have to bring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already, I've dealt with all that. What I don't like is some women who feel like they're not the prize. I feel like I am. I am the prize. No, you don't have to make $1 million. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm also not going to be the one to get up and try to go find a job. Like, I did that in my 20s. Like, no, you need to come already with that ambition. Mm-hmm. Like, how you going to help me and I help you and you're not getting out the bed? That's not going to work. We're not equally yoked.
I got you. I agree with that's not going to work. You doing the bulk of the work, that's not going to work. It's your teammate, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It has to be
not a roommate, but a teammate, you know? I got you. Let's jump to Sebastian, man. Talk to me.
I mean, I'm on board with both of what they had to say. And the young lady from the video, again, we have some people that are speaking from you have been through a lot, so you understand and you see a lot. Like Miss J just got to explain, I am 42 years old, I don't have time for that. So that comes with experience, you know what I'm saying? So you got to realize that as you growing and as you're going through stuff, if you ever decide to hold yourself accountable and your actions, you will grow up. So things that you thought was okay when you were 19, 18, 20, 21, when you get older, you find out those things are not okay. You were settling, you were looking at stuff the wrong way, you were operating in a deficit. So again, the discussion is awesome, and it's all about growth. And I think the more you mature and the more you start holding yourself accountable, the more you will start to have an opinion and form opinions, sort of like the lady in the video. Your mind will start to change. You will start to look, because as I said before, I don't believe it's in the mentality. When we keep saying what we bring to the table, okay, my mentality is the woman is the table. So let's start there. So now, as the table, she has a standard. The standard is what are we going to do in our relationship? So this woman is the table. So what am I going to build on this table? What am I going to put on? I'm going to provide the food. I'm trying to make sure that I'm gonna make sure we got a house. She's gonna make the house a home. So again, she is the table. She's taking everything that I bring and everything that I bring to our household, and she's elevating it. These are the things that we have to get to and start to understand in order for us to grow and develop and have meaningful relationships. So I'm gonna hold right there for now, and we'll continue on. My wife told me don't get too deep, kind of ease up a little bit. So I'm gonna ease up a little bit.
All right, let's jump over to let's go to Inox.
Yeah, so I mean, I completely agree with definitely everything Miss J was saying. I mean, it comes with life experience. You can't just have all these qualifications and you don't meet them yourself. You know, if you're not really a high value woman and you're saying you want a guy, a high value man, then I mean, who are you to make that decision? It's plenty of fish in the sea. You think that because you are a woman with a vagina that qualifies you to get this man in the 2 percentile? Nah, not gonna happen. There's plenty of other women in the sea, and
Yeah,
they're fishing for that same fish. Everybody wants that great white, and not
yeah.
everybody can land it. So
Nice. You know, I got to go up to my top girl, unique. Talk to me.
Yes. I agree with everybody. And like Miss J said, the girl seemed like she was dealing with trauma. And I just want to stick on the unconditional term. Unconditional, that don't mean that you have to actually be with somebody. Everybody spoke about growth. It's okay to love somebody unconditionally and depart if there's nothing going on. You don't have to be with somebody so many years and say, okay, look, I love you unconditionally, so we're gonna be together. But in hindsight, y'all draining each other, y'all not happy. So to me, unconditional love is departing and being friends too. You don't always, because if you're causing him trauma, he's causing you trauma. It's not unconditional no more.
Right.
It's not like you settle. So to me, unconditional love, you don't have to be with a person to have unconditional love.
Okay. Well,
And
no.
can I just jump in real quick?
Go ahead, Miss J.
I feel like my stuff comes with conditions. I don't like that term unconditional, because if you beat me, that's a condition I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If constant cheating, that's conditions. My love comes with conditions. It does.
Mm-hmm.
The only person or people that have me unconditionally are my kids. I'm gonna love them right, wrong, and indifferent. You wrong, I'm gonna tell you, but it's not gonna negate my love. To me, in relationships, it should be certain conditions.
Yeah. I think the video. You're right, Miss J. Should nobody put their hands on nobody, far as a spouse or whatever, and abuse, verbal abuse, anything like that. But I think they're talking about more or less like conditions, like you have to be this certain type of man, like far as your tax bracket and all that stuff like that. I think the video is going more towards like materialistic things and status. Yeah, I would assume that's how I took it. J Rock, talk to me about that unconditional love.
It all starts at home. Probably majority of us that's on this panel now, we had our grandparents, our grandfathers, our grandmothers, Our grandmothers taught our mothers how to live. Our grandfathers taught us how to live, to work, support the family. Now you got babies raising babies, and the videos and the TVs and celebrities, they want that for say, okay, I want this man. When they see a plumber, they see an electrician, they see somebody that's actually got a career, no, I don't want him because, but they don't know what that person's making. So they put conditioners on judging the book before the cover, and they miss out on their blessing. I know a few women that came and told me, like, you know, this one older lady I knew, she told me, like, her whole time in Jersey, she wanted a man with a briefcase. That's the only man that she would date. If it was a plumber, electrician, or somebody that works hard, garbage man, or whoever, she didn't want to talk to that type of man because she wanted a man with a briefcase. But not knowing that that man right there is going to probably take care of her more than any other man because he's going to go to work every day.
Yeah.
He's going to take care of his family. He's going to provide for his family. And it ain't hard to make a man happy. You get a man his drink when he comes in the house, whatever his drink is. If you cooking dirty, you make his lunch and he goes to work and he's got a lunch box. He's open up. Look what my wife made me. She put a note in here. Send him a text message. How you doing? It goes both ways. You know, man does the same way. But once he feels that he's not needed, then you know that's when a relationship starts breaking. So.
Yeah, nice.
They said everything got conditions, and the man's only gonna take so much before he starts backing out and going into himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I definitely agree with that. Nice, man. I like the whole conversation. All right, so we're gonna spice it up a little bit. And we're gonna go into the bedroom. And I think that men feel that women are being boring in the bedroom. So we're gonna go into this video and we're gonna react to it. You know, I mean, it is what it is. The bedroom is where the magic is made. If the magic ain't magicking, then hey, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. So let's get into this video and we're gonna react to it afterwards.
Are complaining about their wives being boring in the bedroom.
Ooh, switch it up real quick.
Sorry, I just had to throw it out there because they was throwing it back, they were swallowing, they were doing all the things before they got married, and now it's just side booty and missionary. So I want to ask, do you think that women, Corey,
I be clutching my pearls every week, baby. Okay, go ahead.
I want to ask you seriously, do you think that women are becoming boring in the bedroom once they get married? And do you think that's some of the reasons why men are cheating?
I'll say yes. I think what it took to get her, sometimes you got to keep that moving to keep her, and vice versa, right? So like when Paul, check this out, when the apostle Paul, a dude named Paul, wrote to a church in Corinth, ancient Corinth, he said something very important to all of them because they were crazy, right? He's like, yo, the wife's body belongs to the husband's body belongs to the wife, and y'all need to fulfill your marital duties. So whatever you got to do to keep it spicy, you got to keep it spicy. I mean, if I got to be praying in tongues to go in the room and have sex with my wife, I'm going to be in trouble. So I think you got to do what's necessary to keep the thing spicy. Now, if you don't believe that, that's on you. I think you got to do what you got to do to keep it spicy.
I don't know, guys. Listen, they're talking about the bedroom. They're talking about keeping it spicy. They're talking about people lazy. People only want to give you that one position. They only want to give you that one position. Let's start with Inox, man. Inox, man. Listen, now you know as guys, man, we want it wild, bro. We want to jump off the ceiling fan. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that in your first years of dating, it's going to be like that because you're newlyweds or everything is new. Everything is new. But how do we keep this thing like it is in 5 years, like it was in the first year? How do we keep it like that? Or do you feel like it's a problem at all?
I mean, I think it depends on the individuals in the relationship. I mean, I think it's the man's role to, you know, him being a lion to lead the pride. You know, you pretty much know what you want. You know, you got to keep it rolling, keep it interesting. Don't be venturing off. You ain't got to cheat. You ain't got to do all of that. I mean, if you know how you like it, your woman know how you like it. All you got to do is just, you know, just keep the motion. That's how I feel about it.
Keep the motion. But Inox, what if when you started, you were like 3 sex sessions a week, and now you done got to where You barely having 3 per month.
Yeah, now when it gets to something like that, that's when y'all pretty much, I mean, you can either initiate it more, or and if she's pretty much not into it at that point, then you might want to have that conversation, like, you know what I'm
I
saying,
think
what's going on?
shit, I think somebody cheating at that point. Somebody
Yeah.
cheating.
I mean, it's a possibility, anything is possible. She might just ain't, once they get that ring, sometimes it phases out.
Really?
They got that
Once they get the
championship.
ring, they feel like they ain't got to work for it no
I
more.
mean,
They
you know
feel
what
like
I'm
they
saying?
ain't
So you
got to.
got not all these women wanna do a three-peat. You know what I'm saying? They don't want 6 rings like Jordan. They want to get that one and one and done, and they mellow in and out, and it's pretty much, I got my husband, I got my man, and we just finna
Yeah,
we
but
finna get old and great.
I know they say in everything you do, you have to be consistent, bruh. Everything you do in life to be successful with your business, you got to be consistent. As a
Exactly.
YouTuber, you got to be consistent.
Right.
I'm gonna say I'm single, but I'm saying in a marriage, you got to be consistent. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's easier said than done, man. I mean, that's like, you know what I'm saying, getting that favorite firearm. If you ain't shooting it and you ain't oiling it up, it's just gonna sit there and either rust out. I
Oh,
mean,
dang.
it's the same way in a
Dang,
relationship.
dang. You got to oil it up, huh?
You gotta oil it up.
You got to keep it right. All right, man, Sebastian. Listen, all I'm saying, Sebastian, in the video, the lady said that the women think that the men think that the women are getting boring. Like, we're gonna dig into this a little deeper, but she said that they're only giving side booty. Ain't like they really got time for it. They can like hurry up and finish or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about it, Sebastian?
I'm feeling this all on. We have to understand that women are more mental and we are more at the moment. So for me, if you're trying to keep spice, you got to keep your woman engaged, not just when you hit the bedroom. It's all day. It's the little things, the little kisses on the cheeks, the little rubs, the I love you, you are beautiful, all the things that have them mentally stimulated, so they are in the mood to bring that energy to you. We are just, it don't matter to us. You can, we like one of those little salt worms. We have a little salt, you throw some water on, we activate. It don't require much for us. We gone. You know what I'm saying? For the most, I won't say all men, but for the most part, that's the mentality of men. We ready. I mean, if you saying, hey, let's go to the bedroom, by the time you finish saying let's go, I'm already, I'm already half naked. What we doing? I heard bed so my mind went there. So for us, it's easier for us to be generally, I won't say all, but generally it's easier for us to be, ready to go. So
yeah,
if you want that spice, you got to make sure that you are doing things to make sure that your woman feels, sexy and feels, like she is, able and confident and bring that spice to the bedroom.
Yeah. So Sebastian, you talking intimacy. So we're talking about always being in your lady, your wife, your girlfriend, always being in her head, right? Just not having sex with her body, but you're having sex with her mind.
Right.
She's always gonna be ready. She's always gonna be ready. But if you gotta warm her up, then you starting from ground zero. You know what I'm saying?
You start from ground zero, and you in the bedroom. So now her mind is I'm just some little sex toy for you. But again, if you are, having that, when we're talking about intimacy, when you actually own that, when you and this, what we don't understand, a lot of men don't understand, is that we take a lot of energy flirting with other women, saying all this stuff to other women. Why don't we put that same energy to our woman? If you putting that same energy to your woman that you applying to someone else throughout your day, if you putting that same energy towards your woman, you will see some actions going. You know what I'm saying? For the most part.
But Sebastian, I'm gonna come back to you. But because J-Rock, I think that if you are doing this type of sex, let's say whatever sex you're doing in the first year, you got to switch it up, J-Rock. You got to switch it up, because after the second year, you need to be surprising her. Let's talk to the women. Unique. Now, the video is saying that men think women are being bored in the bedroom. Unique, how you feel about that?
Okay. I do agree with Sebastian. It's more of an intimacy, but as far as going back to the video, some women are becoming boring, lazy, or whatever, but maybe the duties got heavier. We talking about people that's married, been together for years, and they probably already switched it up. So it's more about being spontaneous, like dating, going back to where it started. If somebody you're comparing a year to 5 years, like Miss J said, she been married over 20 years. So we both got to find the middle point. It can't just be the woman. If the woman is being born in the bedroom, that should alert the husband, like, okay, something is going on. If you've been around this person for so long and y'all been spicing it up, doing everything you could think of, then something else is going on. Because not even sex can mend things nowadays.
Yeah. Well, they say, Unique, they say what a woman won't do, another woman will. Now, I'm not trying to spice this up like that. I'm not trying to throw it on y'all like that. I'm just saying, they say what a woman won't do, another woman will. That's what they say.
And what another man don't appreciate, another man will.
I like that. I like that.
So it can, that's why when it gets to that point, they need to come to common ground to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And they might want to have an open relationship at that point, because they might just be that bored or just too used to each other and really spice it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying all the old ones. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's true. Kendra, talk to me about that. How do we keep it spiced up, Kendra? Now, let me tell her. Can I tell everybody something about Miss Kendra? If you go over to Miss Kendra's, her social media, her YouTube channel, if you ever catch one of her lives, she might be in the shower talking to you in the shower. But go ahead, Kendra.
I am very free spirit. I'll get my jam on, play some good music. I'm sitting there singing, having a whole concert. That's it. But let me tell you something. Like, I've come across so many men, married men at that, who's been married for years and have told me, they're like, I'm just confiding in you. Like, we don't be having sex like that. Like and they have had other men prior to them telling, look, I'm going to let you know you can get married all you want, but the first thing that's going to go is the sex. Like, they OGs, uncles, like our great grandparents all say the same thing. And to me, I'm like, I understand, you have work, your work schedule might change, working 10, 12 hours a day. You got to tend to the kids. You might really just be tired, but like, just 5 minutes, a good, quick little 5 minutes, or take that time to really schedule something, or whatever you got to do, and stuff like that. Yeah. I think it's really sad, and you can't get upset, right? And this is just coming from talking from the outside, and you can't get upset if you find out that your man went to go to a prostitute, right? Because I was watching this documentary about pimps and prostitutes say their biggest customers are married men, and I'm like, that really says a lot, right? So like I said, you have to just, and also have that open communication. Like, couples need to really sit down and say, hey, once a week, take that time where you guys have that for an hour, like a therapy session. What am I doing differently? What am I doing wrong? Please be honest with me. How am I doing? Like, all that type of stuff. A lot of women have complained. Hey, I never had my man give me an orgasm. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you're not talking to him?
Wow.
Like, baby, look, I just saw a sex swing on my timeline. Okay, I said, baby, I can't wait till I get married. Okay, I already got some rope somewhere. All right, so yeah, I'm already ready.
Wow.
I
mean, I guess what, Kendra. I can't speak for all men, but I swear we simple, man. Just give us a little bit of lingerie. Give us a little lingerie and say something kinky, say something sexy, something. We good. Like Sebastian said, once you say let's go do something, I'm already in the room. I'm already in the room with the light off. It's crazy. Miss J, talk to me. Take your time. Take your time.
This legit hits home. Me and Unique was having a conversation about this yesterday. Okay. In the early 20s, it's spontaneous. Ain't no kids. It's in the car, in the theater, wherever. 20 years later, life is life, and it's kids, it's work. It's not like it was before, you know what I'm saying? And it's easy for me to hear women say like, oh no, but you have to. Then that's when you get the boring sex. When I feel like it's a duty, that's when you get the sideways curve leg up. All through the day, I think it was Sebastian who said it, like all through the day, it needs to be little kinks or stuff to get her mind, because men are very physical.
Mhm.
We're very emotional and mental. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So instead of just, okay, yeah, reschedule it. Okay, it's 7:00. It's time. That takes the intimacy totally out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's on a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of work, a lot of communication. I mean, when you say switch it up, well, how much switching? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it comes to a point. But I also feel like with like relationships, it's hills and valleys, and we just got to go through them, ups and downs, because it's not going to be 3 or 4 times a week for 20 years. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not, I ain't gonna say it's not realistic, but for women, we're going through a lot as you get older, and we don't always feel, ready, sexual. You said throwing on lingerie, but I had 3 kids. Now my titty sagging. I don't feel sexy in lingerie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of.
Yeah.
But
Miss J, I don't think a guy. I'm just gonna say my opinion. Oh, you guys can say whatever how you feel, but if I'm getting it, I'm not gonna tell you it's boring, it's not good. You give me 5 minutes or whatever, 7, 8 minutes, I'm gonna go about my business.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing was boring sex. So I'm just saying how it can turn out to end up, boring if you're not stimulating me mentally.
Yeah.
And then you want me to be superhead in the bed. It's a disconnect there.
I tell you what, Miss J, the worst thing, in my opinion, guys, you guys tell me how you feel. The worst thing is just to lay there or not to have any emotions with it. Oh, no, that'll break up a marriage. I mean, that'll break up the relationship. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Because J-Rock, talk to me, J-Rock.
Kind of agree with everyone, but these days, once you say it, a lot of my friends, once they got married, when I was married, that, they, like you said, jump off the ceiling fan, all kind of freaky stuff. And then it just stops. You go from 5 days a week, you may lucky once a month. You be like, well, what the hell's wrong? You whine them, you dine them. So it's got to be something mental that kicks in, and they're like, I'm tired. But I believe sex has become more weaponized, where you got to do this to get this.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, and I got something. I got a question too.
Go ahead, Inox.
I got this. This question is for Miss J. So, Miss J, you were saying a lot of things change emotionally and mentally. So, how do you overcome that? When you are not as engaged as before, when it, like you said, it's not really sustainable 3 or 4 times a week. I mean, how can you kind of overcome those obstacles?
I don't know with other relationships, but with me, my stuff started with a friendship. So like, we definitely talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely have to, you got to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, and this is why I'm feeling like that. I don't feel, I heard, I don't know how true it is, but men need sex. It's a need. It's like it's not even a want, it's a need. I personally don't feel like that. Like, I don't have, well, some women do. They like, I need it. I don't, but I need it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need that. And the only thing that I can say is just keep talking and keep working through. It's not, it's not easy, because sex and finances is like one of the 2 things that break up marriages.
Sex and finances.
Let me add something there.
You gotta, to add to that too, you got to keep your dates. No matter if you got kids or whatever, you still got to do your time together. Go out on your dates. What you did in the beginning, you have to keep it going throughout your relationship. If you don't, that's when everybody start getting complacent. Be like, oh, okay, I get to it when I get to it, and then it's a snowball effect. So what you do in the beginning, you have to try to make that you keep it going. If it's a date night, okay, on Fridays we going here, or next week just if it's just 5 minutes or an hour, let's sit together, eat dinner together. How was your day? You know,
Yeah.
you got
But what if on one of these shows the lady had cancer, and I think it was Love in Huntsville or something, and her husband was like, even through your chemo, through your pain, you have to take care of me.
Damn.
So my thing is, when it comes down to if sex is not there, it's not like you get 67 and sex ain't the main thing.
I mean,
Your
some
relationship has to be on something else.
some people are just idiots. You know, you have to have common sense. You know, some stuff is just common sense. I am a very sexual person, but some stuff you just got to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Before, like when we saying we were younger, yeah, we was 3-4 times a day. Let's go up here, jump off the roof on it and all this crazy stuff. But as you start to mature, you start to understand this is not all that our relationship can be about. We have to make sure that we are doing other things. There's other things, the spooning, the cuddling, the just sitting up watching movies. We together, we spending time together. This is the stuff that you don't value, that you're just looking at because we're just thinking of the intercourse portion of it. But for me, and if we kind of like soften up a little bit and start to understand that, hey, your woman is not just a pin cushion, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Your woman is actually a living person with emotions. They have issues that they worry about. Hey, my body didn't change since like she said earlier. Hey, I don't want to put the laundry on because I don't feel sexy. Hey, put the laundry on. Hey, I'm gonna come in with a bottle of syrup. Let's get busy. You think it's
but
let's get it popping. I'm gonna be all the way live. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna make sure you feel sexy and feel like you are somebody. That's how you keep it going. Again, this information, all the stuff that we are talking about is issues that I have had to personally deal with, me and my wife. But again, it ain't just communication, it's understanding in the communication, because you can tell somebody something all day long, but if they don't understand what you are actually going through or what's actually happening to you, the situation is going to stay the same. We get into a routine. Okay, but for us, when we on our job, we just do it. If the boss says, hey, I need this work done by this time, you're going to make it happen because you're trying to keep your job. But when we get in our marriages and in our relationships, we act like we don't have somebody we need to try to answer to, or somebody we have to try to, get this work done for. We just figure like, hey, we're just gonna be out here. We have to start making sure, like the lady, she said somebody had cancer on the show. You have to start taking some of the burden off your ladies. Some of these, you need to be in there. Hey, let me help you with this. Let me get this. Let me take some of the pressure off of you. This is how you build that time to where, hey, she's like, man, he really care about me. We have guys that we conduct ourselves like we don't care about our woman. We just here for the sex. That cannot be our mentality. Our mentality has to be, yes, I love having sex with you. Yes, I love being around you. But hey, that ain't what our relationship is built on. I love you. Okay. And that unconditional love that she was talking about earlier, when she said it's conditions, it's not conditions in the love, it's conditions and things that will make you stay in a relationship or lead a relationship. The love is still unconditional. I done been in a relationship before. Hey, I can still love the person. Hey, but you gotta go. This not working for me. You know what I'm saying? You still got the unconditional love, but the staying and leaving stuff is a whole different situation.
I understand all that, Sebastian, but what if that's not enough? Like she said, it's something internally, right? So I understand what you just said. Oh, going out of your way to please and doing all of the extras. What if internally she still don't feel sexy? She's still not mentally there. How do you overcome that obstacle?
Right. Now, this is the stuff that I have actually went through. So you have to have those real open conversations. What is it that's affecting you? Is it how you feel your body type is? Is it how, maybe something happened, you had the kids, I don't feel sexy, or I'm overstressed with work. That's when once you start getting that information, now I can start making some changes. Okay, well, maybe I need to start, doing a little flirty stuff to make her feel sexy again. Maybe I need to start, doing certain things so she feels sexy. Or if it's work related where she's tired, Well, maybe I need to start taking on a little bit of the house load. You know what I'm saying? To help my wife out some, or help my lady out some.
Yeah.
These are things that we have to start doing. And if you actually listening, if you listening to your partner and you love your partner, you will start to do things that's going to help them, and in turn helping yourself for y'all to have a healthy and lovely relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
But that goes both ways, though.
Yeah. And that's the stuff that you have to learn when you've been in a relationship for a long time. That's what you learn.
Okay. Good. Hey, we got a comment. Mia Perderman, thank you for that comment. She says, never stop dating each other. Women get turned on by the things you do outside the bedroom, while men get turned on by what's done in the bedroom. Nice. Thank you there, Mia.
Men don't just get turned on by what goes on in the bedroom. A man, like I said earlier, a man can get turned on just by, like you said, you come in the house from work, you get your wife to make sure got your plate right there for you, your drink, that right there turns a man on, makes a man have like, dang, okay, now I need to step my game up and do a little something more for my wife. She's thoughtful enough that I'm coming in from work and I beat her home or she beat me home. I got a plate or you got her plate. So like Sebastian said, you got to stimulate out more than just outside the bedroom. It's got to be mentally, physically, and more on the emotional side. So just the small things is what mainly counts.
And J-Rock, what you just saying that makes me think maybe make it a competition. Who can outdo their partner? Like who can out compliment them, or who, what I'm saying? Make it a competition. Because I'm competitive, so maybe that's somehow you. Make it a competition. Like
I completely agree.
Right. Yeah. Whoever gets home, well, you have the other person's plate ready, or have your wife. Let
me run his bath water because he had my
her bath water. Men don't like baths. I know I don't. So, but have your wife's bath water, girl's bath water running from her. I got traumatized as a kid. Everybody sharing that damn bathtub and that little dirt. I got PTSD about bath water. Man. Yeah. Growing up with 5 siblings and everybody in that same bathtub now look like milk.
Put some Epsom salt in that tub and soak away the muscles.
Yeah. All right, guys. Or let's move on. Miss Kendra, if I was your man, and I told you I don't like you hanging out with Rick. I said I don't like the way Rick move. I don't like the way Rick talk. What does that do for you?
Well,
even though you and Rick been friends for a while.
And that's what I was going to ask you. How long's the duration of the friendship?
You and Rick been friends longer than me and you. But I'm telling you, as your man, I don't like Rick. I see what he's doing. I know it.
Now, when you say are you my husband or are you my boyfriend? Because husband privileges get a lot more than boyfriend.
Wow. Well, let's start off with the boyfriend.
So boyfriend, I'm gonna be like, I said, listen, we'll have the conversation like, hey, what exactly is it that you seeing with Rick that is a problem? And then I can say, how about we all have a 3-way conversation? Like, I want to be able to have him in the room because I'm like, no, this is my dog. He's been with me through everything. This is a strictly platonic friendship. Nothing more, nothing less.
I'm paying bills with you. We living our life. We planning our life. We engage. I mean, it's me and you right now. The past is the past, ain't it?
Rick gotta go.
Well, let's get into the video. We get into the video and we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Let's get into the video.
I don't know about you, but if my man tell me I can't be friends with another man, that shit is over. That's the end of our friendship. Is dead. I'm cool on you now. Cause they be seeing shit that we can't see. You might think this man, he cool. Nah, he trying to get next to you in a way your man next to you. That shit ain't right. I'm cutting niggas out the gate. You say you gotta go. You been around for yours? You probably been around for yours for a certain reason. It's only certain niggas that my man can't move. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas, you gotta go on. Baby say I can't fuck with you.
I like her.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that dude hanging around until the right time to get in. I'm gonna say it like that. Listen, I see J Rock shaking his head.
But
Listen,
she said two things though. She said some dudes can't be moved, but
And that's what I was
some
gonna say.
can't. So the one who are the ones she said that can't be moved? Is it a? That's the question.
So
Yeah.
let me go back and state that, and I can and I'm gonna kind of piggyback off with J Rock. And even with the young lady in the video. So my entire thing, I'm gonna give you a prime example. One of my best guy friends, Lance. I known man. We started off working at Walmart together like 7-8 years back, and Lance is a person who would put me up on game and be like, Kendra, I don't know why, for the last previous relationship, telling me, hey, as a man, he's gonna do X, Y, and Z. Kendra, really like sitting here getting into my head, like, do you really want to be with him? Like Lance literally is that type of person. So I know for a fact Lance ain't gonna go nowhere because he doesn't even the type of women that he likes and everything else. He's not. He's more of a what do you call that? Passport bro type of guy. He's already said this. He's like, I don't really care for American women. I say, okay, I understand. Gave me his reasons. Everything else, like, say it again.
Y'all never dated.
No, not at all. He said that the only thing that he said was, he said, he thought I was really pretty. He says, Kendra, I did.
oh no, can't happen then.
Wait, hold on.
Can't happen then, Kendra. You said,
Hold on.
you his type. You his type then.
No, I'm not.
And he said you pretty.
He said, what's that supposed to mean? That listen, even gay men find me attractive.
Yeah, but
What did anybody say?
Kendra, if I'm your new man, Kendra, we hot, we heavy. I'm the new guy. Kendra. I'm in your life. I'm with you every night. We taking showers together. We eating. We working out together. I'm the new guy. If I say, listen, I don't like the way he moving. He pull up in the car. He don't even get out and speak to me. I don't like what he doing. I don't know. What? Let's move on down to Unique. If I'm your man, Unique, and we've been doing this thing for about 2 years now. How you feeling, Unique? If I say, hey, I don't like Ray Ray. I don't like Ray Ray.
Okay, hold on. I gotta ask Kendra, with your male friend, did y'all ever had intimacy, or was just?
And I want to be able to answer that. I want to be able to answer because I know everybody just jumped up. So no, let me give a quick backstory. When we met, he said, he told me years later. He says, I did think that you were pretty, like a lot of people did. He said, but I knew that I was too immature to want to date you, and I figured I was never going to be your type. And once we had the conversation, and I said, yeah, I'm glad you already realized that. So I never looked at him as that way. He just said it was like one of those pass and go thoughts, like how how there's a person that you come across that you're like, okay, he's handsome, and you think in your mind, and you like, let me see, and then you like, I'm glad I didn't pursue that. That's what it is. And so now we just have that. This is a real, more so brother sister type of relationship.
One question.
Go ahead.
Now, if you open the door and he feel like he can walk in, do you think he would walk in?
Absolutely.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would. I think again, like, okay, for example, I can say, okay, Sebastian, you're a handsome guy, but that doesn't mean, hey, I want to get with you. I'm complimenting you on your looks. That's it. I'm just telling you that.
But you have to understand that with this fellow, you just said, so pretty much he likes you. He just figured he didn't have a shot. So my question is, have you been in any relationships, not with him, any relationships while he's been your friend?
Oh, yes, for the last 7 years.
Okay, so when stuff don't go right in your relationships, or something's going on, you got a question about me, and do you ask him about him? Ask him stuff to get his opinion on things?
I will ask him, or I'll ask one of my OGs who's like 50. I try to
Okay,
always
so all this information that you are giving him, he is collecting. So if you say, I like back rubs, and this guy never rubs my back, your friend knows back rubs. He put that on his list. So then you say, hey, I won't. When I get off work, he never compliments. He never tells me how he feels about me. I'm gonna add that to the list. So now he waiting on an opportunity. When again, men, when we come in, I'm in a relationship with you. So I ain't talking about the slime balls. I'm talking about real men, and you in a real relationship. And when he come in and he's saying, hey, It's something about this fella right here. You need to stop talking to him. He not saying that, hey, you know, he ain't been a good friend to you, or he sees the game. Like I see the game right now. I don't have no desire to be with you or have a relationship with you, but I know the game. Because again, I was not always married. I was the guy that played the game. So I'm over here like, hey, I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna be whatever I need to be. Because at some point, because you giving me all the information. He don't tell me this, it's log. He don't do this, it's log. So now when you at that point of vulnerability with somebody, and I feel like I have a shot, because at that moment he said he felt he was too immature. So now I got my bread up, I got myself together. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, got all my little baby fat off. I'm together, I'm lined out, I'm looking good. I got a shot. So as soon as the opportunity arises, he's sliding in the door. Guaranteed. There's nothing to talk about.
Not every man though. Not every.
No, I'm trying to tell you that
dating American women. I said, baby, I don't understand. I don't
waiting
blame
at the back door with the key.
I'm saying, listen, we have men that will rent cars and act like that's their car so they can get with you. You have men that rent houses, Airbnb houses, just so they can say this is where I live. To get, well, you have to understand, men are not normal when they locked in. They're not normal. So it's not nothing that's gonna get in the way of. If he want to talk to you, if you feel like he got a shot, he coming. I guarantee you. This is what we'll do. We won't put it online, but you know you don't want to do that because then it might mess your friendship up. I say if you call that guy and say, hey, you know, I'm this. He's sliding. He coming in the door, even though you might feel like he won't do it.
Yeah, he's right there.
Now, Kendra, you're a very, very pretty young lady. Very pretty, very pretty, and you're very attractive. I don't know your friend. But I'm going to say this, and I'm gonna move on to Miss J.
Yeah, I want to hear
most dudes that are in the friend zone don't want to be in the friend zone with you. They just waiting to get up out of the friend zone. You put him there in the beginning, but any chance he can get out, he might get up out of that friend zone. Miss J, talk to me.
My husband said he gotta go because it's
that part.
It's the same way. And this is me. This is not popular opinion, but to me, I'm enough woman. Like when people be like, "Oh, the husband needs to have female friends to get a female point of view," then call your sister. Better fact, call my sister, because I don't think he doesn't need female friend for what? For what? No, I'm enough female. He's enough male. We good. When you start adding in, that's my play brother, play sister, stuff get messy, and I feel like I'm gonna play the part and keep crying on that man's shoulder, because little by little your head gonna go down, down, down.
Wow.
Don't even play them games.
Wow.
I don't play the play sister, play brother. Like hell no. Hubby said he gotta go. He gotta go.
He gotta go.
But what if they play that he's gay or she's gay?
Oh my God.
Oh, that is so major here in Atlanta. They'll play that role too. They'll play that role, and then your girl changing in front of him and all that.
Oh,
think about
it. That nigga ain't gay.
Unique, did you finish your statement, Unique?
No, I was wondering with Kendra, because to me, her friend is a threat, because I have male friends that are very respectful, and I don't talk to my male friends. When I'm having a problem with my men, I don't talk to my male friends about it. And I don't have I have like 2 real good male friends. And when I see them, we might see each other at family reunions or things of that sort, but my man is there. So when I say a male friend, I'm not talking to that man all the time neither.
Yeah, because that male, that's almost like having a work husband or a work wife. You know what I'm saying? It's cool at work for the first couple months until one of y'all are having a problem at home and it just gets escalated, and it's organically. Well, let's go get a drink and talk about it.
That's why I work from home. my wife.
Yeah.
My husband is my home husband.
That work husband, work wife, man, that's something else, man. Because listen, with the work husband and work wife, somebody's gonna catch feelings out of the two. Somebody's gonna catch feelings, and that's all it takes. Somebody gonna catch feelings.
And it ain't just every successful man has to listen to, or every successful woman, their partner, because your wife or your girl is gonna see something that you're not gonna see.
Yeah.
So if you don't take her intuition far as like, hey babe, I think this is gonna happen with this friend or that friend. Not even just a girlfriend, some male friends, she gonna see that something's wrong with that person. And the minute that you don't listen, it has to be where y'all getting to that next level, like engaged or getting married. If it's just dating and fine, male friend, it doesn't matter. If you going to the next level, that's when things should change, and then that's when you should start taking in that person's opinion a little bit more serious. Like, all right, that person got to go now.
Yeah. All right. We got a comment from Show You. Show You says every man. And Moet says don't put nothing past no man. Dang.
There you go, Moet. I just saw
And Monticia, I'm sorry, I don't want to mess your name up, but Montekia, if your man's not secure, that's an issue. A man who is secure won't have an issue. Oh wow. Wow.
I can go that's out the way because I'm very secure myself. I know what I got going on, but some things we just ain't doing. I'm telling you that right now.
Let's flip it.
It don't add up.
Let's flip it right now. Ladies, y'all watch this right here, ladies. Watch this. J-Rock, your girl says, I don't like Melanie. She gotta go. What's gonna happen, J-Rock?
Melanie gotta go.
She gotta go. We ain't even thinking about it.
I ain't thinking about Melanie.
My girl don't like Melanie. Melanie gotta go.
Your girl or your wife?
Huh?
Your girl or your wife?
Well, I'm talking about I ain't got no wife, I ain't got no girl. J-Rock, what you got? I mean,
I'm like you also. I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm in search.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah, Kendra.
And we
after J-Rock
serious. Then she said, all right, she got okay. So if I'm trying to build with you and you telling me that this person needs to go, and I'm trying to build with you and we trying to build something, then that's a sacrifice that I have to take. And then she gotta go.
She gotta go.
Something comes up and me and her, it didn't work out between us. Look, dog, you my dog, but I had to cut you loose because I was trying to make this work over here. But it is what it is.
When somebody is your friend, you have to understand boundaries. I had friends and female friends, but when you're in a relationship, you have to understand they should know. Hey, I'm not hanging with you. That's a wrap. My wife say, or my girl, my fiance, if I'm in a relationship 2 years, if she say, hey, something ain't right. I can give you I'm gonna give you this is a real life application here. My wife had a doctor. Now she had been with this doctor, seeing this doctor for like a year and a half, 2 years, going to this doctor. So the one time I just happened to go with her. And I said, hey, this guy likes you. My wife like, no. I said, no, he actually liked you. How he conducting himself is not like somebody that's here just concerned about a patient. She said, are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. She went back to the doctor by herself again. Here this guy go trying to flirt. Oh. She said, I had to drop him, get somebody else. I said, again, it ain't the fact that I was insecure. I'm just looking how a man that looks, if that's your woman, when you come in, when stuff ain't right. When somebody got some flirty operation going on, they doing too much. You understand? It's the same way if you go somewhere with your spouse now, especially in Atlanta, these people get carried away and know you with somebody. So you can just imagine how it would be if they felt they had an opportunity to get in. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful out there.
Let me take it one more level, and then we're going to go to the next one. Let me take it one more level. So I'm gonna be real about this. Kendra, I asked Kendra if I had a problem with her male friend. I said he gotta go. Would he gotta go? That was what I asked. So I'm gonna say this, Kendra, if your male friend is fat and ugly, I ain't got a problem with him. I'm gonna say it like that. That's how I usually go. Listen, I mean, you feel like that person a threat. Is that what it is, guys?
He's still a threat. No matter. I'm
still a threat.
No. Listen. If he 4 feet,
if he got a penis,
come on, man. Y'all know y'all only worried about the dude that might
look gay, straight on man. If he has a penis, he's a threat.
But I know if he's on your level or higher, you
I
gotta
don't underestimate no man. Period.
So that's like another line come into the pride. What that line gonna do? Ain't no male friend coming in here.
But J Rock, if he ain't nothing like you her type.
don't
You already
matter.
got her. He ain't
you
nothing
the
like
fool.
you.
Then you the
Okay.
fool. If you think no man ain't got a shot at your lady, you think you just God's gift.
No, I ain't say.
I'm telling you, it don't work out like that. I done seen some of the
Unique
rattiest guys.
I was about to
backdoor
say, I disagree with
I done
you.
seen some of the rattiest homeless guys. They'll backdoor you in a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say, also, I disagree with you because you're talking about physical when, again, women are mental. We would leave you for the man that is mentally satisfying us, and it doesn't matter if you're a bodybuilder.
Come on,
And
somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat back me up. Listen.
that
That's
fat
how
guy
Biggie
got
got fake
14. That fat guy got 14.
Hey, listen.
He's
You said-
trying to get that woman. He like Sebastian was saying. They sat there and think, okay, what do I have to do to get her? Her man may not be doing this, and this. Let me go ahead and cook her this big old meal, get her all belly full, get in her head emotionally. Okay, she may feel sorry for me. It may be some sorry sex.
I'm telling you.
I feel bad for him. Let me go ahead and break him off.
I feel what you're saying, Knox, but I Miss J, talk to me. You on my side, Miss J?
If you think you safe,
Miss J,
then you said
I'm not gonna have no problem if I know Miss J. If I feel like he ain't on my status, or I feel like I'm putting it down. I feel like I'm putting it down, J Rock. I'm doing it.
No.
But you keep saying I feel.
Yeah, what about her?
What about how she feels? So no. It ain't about
Somebody in the chat, man. Somebody in the chat. Show you said he a threat. Come on, show you he a threat.
Look at Priscilla.
Show you
Priscilla
said
say still a threat. You see Priscilla?
Priscilla said a homeless. Homeless.
Hey,
homeless if you cook.
He may be 500 pounds and be about 13 inches.
Sebastian know what I'm talking about, man. Sebastian know what I'm talking about. Sebastian.
Oh no, you lost in the sauce with that, brother. Anybody can get in on you. Anybody can get in on you. None of that stuff matters. Like they telling you, you gonna cater to whatever that woman is lacking from her man. So you seeing it. Because again, if you her best friend or you her friend that's hanging with her and talking to her, you know what's going on in her relationship. You know how she feel about this guy. You know what this guy did. You know what the guy bought her for her birthday. You know where he took her on the trip. You know how he conducted himself on the trip. You know he got too drunk. He was out of control.
Let me get a comment. Chris Patterson, my cousin said if his money long and he's big and ugly, he got a chance. Damn. Jackson, shout out to D Love. D Love in the house. That's the old slingshot lady, D Love. If he is big, he is not a threat. She said, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Notorious Biggs rapped about that crap. So what are you talking about?
But his money, his money long, bruh. Well,
but his money wasn't long when he got with Faith. Not just yet. It wasn't
I got a so
wait.
You telling me,
J Rock, y'all telling me that any man can walk up and possibly take your thing.
Yeah.
Listen, All Star.
Hey, nice. Come on, you. Why you with her then? Why you with her? Why you with her?
Listen,
that ain't got me.
Okay, you can name 5 or 6 people that you know right now that's ugly in the mud that got kids. Yeah. Somebody stuck them. Somebody there. So you killing your own argument just with the information that you know that you can see every day. Yeah, the big don't matter, the skinny don't matter, the ugly don't matter. It's all in that opportunity that comes up and that little emotional connection that you can pop off at that moment to get something going.
You saw that show was that my
they got about 3 or 4
1,500-pound sisters. She got pregnant.
Hey man, I guess I'm outnumbered on this one, man. I'm outnumbered on this one. I was thinking that I know what my girl like. I
ain't
know,
all
I
about the
know,
money.
I know how I turned her on. I know how I got her. I mean, I was thinking if this dude is at the other end of the spectrum, I was thinking, listen, everybody got their own bait. You dangling to catch that girl. If you know she don't even eat meat and you dangling meat, she ain't gonna bite, bro. She ain't gonna bite.
That's why you're gonna give her some vegan meat.
Tell me, she's gonna go beyond. He's gonna go beyond beef on that. At that point, she'll come and sit down then.
Hey man, damn. Moet said, "Trust no man, no man."
Moet deep with it. Moet
I
deep with
feel Moet on that one. Man, Deborah said, D Love says, I have my own money, so his money that would not impress me. That's D Love right there.
See, that means she the type
D-Love.
that's that mental.
That's that mental.
When he cracked that mental code, he in there.
Once he crack her, he in there then.
Yeah.
So he got to go to
Matrix. No money.
Matrix.
He could be homeless. That's that argument. He could be homeless and slide in there.
Oh my God.
She don't need no money. She got it all. She need that other thing. So
Clean him on up.
What other thing? What other thing she need, Onyx?
She need that other thing. She don't want no money. She just said it right there in the comments. She wants something else. So homeless guy, he there waiting. Yeah, he gonna get in there 4 feet, whatever. He's ready.
Oh my God.
At the back.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Hey, I'm gonna take an L. I'm gonna take an L on this one, Kendra. I'm gonna take an L because I thought that if my girl only like dudes that's 6 feet tall, I thought I was good. I was good or something, I guess not. But let's keep it going.
Until she got that 6 feet tall dude, and then the 4 feet dude come in there with that talk game, and next thing you know, he done backdoored him, and that was her qualifications.
Wow.
She right that little midget come in there, she ain't got to lay down no more. He just walk up to her and look up.
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
God.
it.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious, J Rock? So now I gotta worry about the 4 foot dude too.
Man, you gotta worry about them all. If you over here thinking that you
Purple still say trust nobody.
Forget about it.
Yeah, Moet said trust. Hold on, Moet said unless he that Tyler Perry money.
Even Tyler Perry done got. Even he ain't with his girl no more. See what I'm saying? Might be the line man.
Mia, y'all got Mia over here laughing.
Tyler Perry writing too many plays, not tending to his woman. Somebody else in there.
Somebody else. While Tyler Perry out shooting a movie, the pool guy up in the house.
I'm telling you, he put extra Clorox in the pool for Tyler. Had no
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, y'all
using his best nets. Man. He go and buy brand new nets just for Tyler's pool.
Y'all something else, man. I don't know about.
If you take care of your wife, it don't matter who comes. She ain't gonna leave.
Exactly.
Right. We're just saying that if you're not on your stuff, it doesn't matter who comes and take your place. But if you own your stuff, she wouldn't want to leave.
Yeah, she can't go nowhere. If you roll out the red carpet, you ain't giving her no excuses. I mean, you in there.
Hey, Miss J, let me ask you.
The slide in, folks. So we come on, just waiting for their opportunity.
Miss J, let me ask you something. And Unique, where did Unique go to? Jesus Christ. Unique not on here. Okay, let me ask you guys question, Kendra and Miss J.
Yes.
Miss J and Kendra. So if your guy checks all the boxes, he's a provider. He teaches you stuff. He's there for you emotionally, physically. He's always thinking of you. He's always giving you acts of service. He hits everything, but he just can't please you. He can't please you in bed.
Oh, wait, now hold on.
He can't please you.
Did we go to a sex therapist already to deal with?
No, y'all ain't did that. Right now, you don't even want to have sex no more because.
What if he can't get it up?
Whoa. Well, that too. All I want to know, Kendra and Miss J. What's gonna happen? I mean, first of all, I assume you dread sleeping with him, but he checks all the boxes, but he just can't satisfy you.
The rose. I'm good.
You still good, Miss J?
I got the rose. I will figure out other ways to satisfy myself. Like everything is not based on. I said that at the beginning. Stuff can happen in your relationship where that man may not have sex. What are y'all basing your relationship on? Period. If I'm satisfying him, my issue is he's just not satisfying me. The toy store will they'll know my name. I'll get it together.
But how long is that gonna be? How long is that gonna be? How long is that gonna suffice?
I
I'll
guess you
start.
could buy a
I'll
scrap. You
start.
could buy a scrap then, I guess, at that point.
I'll start. If it don't get up no more, he just put his bib on. Fuck.
That's what. Look at Moet. Moet is real. That boy right there, real boy.
There's other ways.
Moet said better
Other
get his
ways
tongue
around
game
it.
up.
Gotta get his tongue game up. God.
Right.
Other ways around it. If
Listen.
the issue is just my pleasure, and I don't base my relationship on that, we'll figure it out.
You know what? I don't know why y'all in here being fake.
Telling Miss J,
Y'all in here
real.
being fake today,
She a
man.
real-
Listen.
You hear her?
Listen.
I'll
The women say size matter. Size matter.
I'll start. It says 2024. They got pumps that they can insert in your ass where you hit one button, that motherfucker grows and stays until 2 weeks later. Hit the other button and come in. You can be asleep, your old lady can go in there and hit the button for you. And she can do what she got to do and lay her ass down. So
Yes.
there ain't no excuse for not getting up no more.
Listen.
That day's over with.
I need somebody in the comment section, man. Live chat. Listen, y'all gonna act like, man. Wait a minute, Miss J. I thought you said the two things that'll break up a couple. One of them was free. One of them was finances, and the other one was.
I mean, finances and sex. But what you said at the beginning was, what if he can't satisfy you? Everything else, this is God sent, but it's just this part. I'm saying nowadays is so many other ways
Yeah.
for you to take care of that orgasm that you want. You know what I'm saying? You didn't say both of y'all just not satisfied. You said as for women, and
Yeah.
I told you it's the rose, it's the rabbit. I
Yeah.
can name it. It's
And he can actually be the one that's using those on her. It don't have to be her doing it. He can. It's other ways to get off because you can. She actually can teach him. Hey, just do this, do that. He can make it happen.
He can have a remote and they out to dinner and she got the vibrating panties. Click the remote. She gets off everything. Like it's you got to look at it. It's a lot of stuff out there.
But you're not fixing the problem. You're just putting a band-aid over it. You're not really solving. You still got the issue.
But that's after we had talked.
You drinking flavor. You drinking imitation Kool-Aid. It ain't real.
J-Rock gave the answer. So
I already
listen,
gave the answer.
I was gonna say J-Rock gave the answer.
What J-Rock? What'd you say?
There's all types of shit. They got inserts now, man. Okay, you 4 inches, they gonna put some shit on the guillotine. That's how they get BBLs. You can get a big PPP.
See that Moet right there. That's my boy Moet from Memphis. Moet said toys will get old. Toys will get old.
I think.
That's my boy. We're gonna keep it real today. We're gonna keep it real.
Well, I'll start. Let me, because you said women, so Miss J, she gave a really great point and everything else like that. And I think again, this is the for better or worse part of the marriage and everything. And I feel like sex is not everything. At some point, it just fades away. What else do you guys have? Because if you built your foundation on sex, it's gonna just be in and out. Okay, like I don't want it to be no Bobby and Whitney type of thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, so that I want. What else can we build off of this? What I would say is we can go to a sex therapist.
Okay.
And or if it gets too unbearable, I'm not saying this, but some people, if you build it off of it, then just divorce the person. If you really are just that, in heat and you just cannot handle it, just go divorce them. But other than that, find something else more productive to do.
Yeah.
Again, see, there are multiple ways to still try to spice it up. But like I said, you can go to the Rhino if you want to go to the gas station way, or do the herbal way. Okay,
she don't went to the gas station on us.
We got Macaroon. Okay, I don't know. I saw somebody. I went to the old man's house and he had the blue Rhino pill. I mean, it was empty, but he still had it up there. So
yeah. Hey, Kendra, believe, and you laughing, but there's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of dudes be in that gas station. Hey, you laughing, but it's real. It's real out there. They be in that gas station for real. On Friday night, go in there and try to get some gas, man. You be waiting in line.
For that honey pack, because everybody get that honey pack.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, so let's go on. So listen, man, let's talk about this. When you go into that new relationship, man, don't bring your old baggage. Don't bring your old baggage with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Go into the new relationship, clean slate. Let's get into the video, man. And we're going to talk about it as soon as we get right back. My mouse is going crazy for some reason.
Scariest things that you can deal with
that
is when you find somebody new and you're having to compete against their past. Because I remember my grandma always told me, boy, you're gonna meet women and women gonna come into your life and they gonna always have somebody from their past that will always have access to them. One person. Just one. Not a whole bunch of dudes, not a whole bunch. No, I'm talking about, baby, listen to me. I don't care. I don't care what she tell you. There will always be one person that will always have access to her, no matter what she says to you. And another thing she said was, every time you date somebody, you always have to remember you are really not the one she want to be with. The one she really want probably just wouldn't get his act together.
Oh God!
And them two things is stuck with me forever.
Dang! So there's two things there. There's two things there.
Now,
Oh
that's
my
somebody's
God.
friend right there. Now your friend is
Ocho
in a relationship
Cinco, I love
with somebody, but that
He's
ain't
my
who
best
he
friend.
really wanted to be in a relationship with. He wanted to be in a relationship with Miss Crump.
Now look, I love you some Ocho Cinco.
I not.
That's he out of my age group, but baby,
I
you
not.
Come on now.
Hey, I was sitting, Kendra. I was sitting here thinking who I still got access to. I was trying to think that who I got access to.
Hey, it's a couple of them out there.
I don't think I have access. You know what? I'm a. Oh wait, you didn't call nobody. I'm being rude. I'm jumping.
No, you go ahead, Kendra.
Oh,
Kendra,
okay.
Ladies first.
do you
Go ahead,
feel
Kendra.
like
I'ma come in
is
behind
there
you.
somebody in your past that maybe still will always have access to you, Kendra?
No, because I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you. Once I'm very high spiritual in my faith. Like when I say spiritual in my faith, I'm talking about Jesus Christ. So when God tells me to leave and to move on, I'm obedient to what He says, because I have tried doing stuff the way, putting things into my own hands instead of allowing God to lead me to where I need to go, and it really messed me up. And I was like hurt worse than I thought I was gonna ever get hurt. Right. So what I try to do is just be obedient. Now, of course, I think about the fun things, like I said, past relationship I got out of many months ago. I think, yeah, there was some fun, but I realized, like I was just giving the example, it was a Bobby and Whitney type of thing. Like, hey, the intimacy level, it was great, right? But at the same time, we were both toxic. And again, that's cool, probably the first few minutes, but it's like, bro, I don't want to keep dealing with this all the time. I'm like, I'm going to be going to my 30s soon. I don't want to be bringing this up. This ain't no love and hip hop fight. We going outside. That's embarrassing. So no, there's nobody. Those people in the past were counterfeit people. And a lot of times I dealt with those folks because I wasn't completely healed within myself. I'm dealing with mom and dad issues, low self-esteem. I'm dealing with feeling unwanted. I'm dealing with real life daily. Like, I'm a comedian, but I'm gonna tell y'all, like, comedians, we go through a lot of stuff. We're really dark, right? So yeah. I'm dealing with so much. So no, I can't. If he was to come back, and if it's like, hey, no, I'm okay, I'm cool. I've tried to say, hey, how you doing and everything, but like right now, present day, I'm cool on you. I'm just going now because I don't want to block my blessings. I'm just gonna wait for my Bo ass. So the end. That's all I gotta say.
All right, Ruth, I hear you.
I mean, I want to say Chad is definitely dropping some knowledge there, because in most relationships, someone doesn't get over someone when the relationship comes to an end. Someone is wishing that the relationship would continue. Like, most of the time, there's someone who wants to go to therapy or counseling, and the other person say, "Nah, I don't want to do that." So I'm going to assume.
A lot of guys, man. A lot of guys are like that. When you start dating someone, that he's always there. You gotta watch your back when you first start dating. Sometimes you're like, who's this joker that keeps trying to come around?
Yeah,
they don't want to let go. So,
but J-Rod, do you think there is always one man that will always have access to her?
Depends on the woman. Hey, I know one now that's married and told her husband before she got married, if he ever calls me, I'm going. Anytime.
Wait. J-Rod, you lying. You lying, J-Rod. You lying.
Call her out of her name.
You lying, J-Rod.
He's still. Why would he still? Is it because he's lonely? Let me talk to him. What's going on with him?
J-Rod, you mean to tell me that this lady told the man that she was about to marry that if this other man comes back, I'm out?
she out. If I call her, she out.
Respectful.
Jesus Christ, man.
But J Rock, I got a quick question. Why do you feel that do you think it's because he felt like God has forgotten about him and this is the best that he's got? Or do you feel like this is his karma? Or
No,
what do you think is the reason
No,
why?
he's retired military. He gets paid. But you know them toys you talking about. Men got toys too. They come off the roof off the ropes and shit.
Miss J. You on mute, Miss J. Oh,
I got it.
Listen, I just want to get your opinion on it, man. I love everything you've had to say today.
Yeah, I love what Miss J got to say.
Yeah, Miss J drops it now. She drops it now. Miss J, now we're talking in 2024. Relationships is crazy. They say there's PP in the dating pool. It's crazy out there. Sometimes it's better to keep what you got. But do you feel like some women, there's a man that was in her past that will always have access to her?
I can't speak on that because no, I'm 20 years in. I don't know. Dumb man was in high school. I really don't have a dog in this fight because I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
But we do got to compete when we first get in a relationship for past traumas and stuff. Like, look, I'm not that guy. You got to give me my clean slate. You can't put me in the same boat as whoever you was with and whatever problems this person caused you. Everybody gets that trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have a relationship. So you can't put me over here where you don't trust me because he did this, he did this, he did this. I'm not. So I should have a clean slate. If I can't have a clean slate from the beginning, we don't need to be together.
And it's so different now. Thank God I haven't been in like the dating pool or anything. Yeah. But back in the day when I got in my relationship, it was like the social media start really happening. And so those old people, they were starting to get access because now with Facebook, Instagram, if you change your number back in the day, they didn't have access to you. Now everybody is so attainable. You know what I'm saying? So that old person that you forgot can get, hey, big head, text, and it starts them feelings. You know what I'm saying? Right back up. The dating. I don't know how y'all do it because everyone's living a lie. You gotta get background checks and criminal check. Like it's so different now. Just with women, we gotta ask, have you ever laid with a man? Like those are questions that you have to ask now. That you know what I'm saying? Were you born a man?
Miss J, listen, they're not gonna be truthful. This is what you gotta do.
Oh my God.
Play that Grindr ringtone. They start doing like checking their phone. You know what's up?
What?
Hold up. What?
You said play what?
The Grindr ringtone.
Listen,
what is the Grindr ringtone?
What is that?
It's basically it's a gay app. That's a gay app for men.
Okay, I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Sebastian.
Is it only for women or what?
Is what only for women?
You asking about Grindr? That's a gay app for men.
Okay. Sebastian, let's move on past that second part that he was talking about. That you always got to realize that you wasn't the first choice. The first choice, he or she wasn't acting right. So how you feel?
Yeah, their relationship didn't work. If you was in it, they was spitting real game. That's kind of like it's crazy because if whoever you with, even yourself, you was in a relationship before, that was the person that you was trying to be with. The relationship just didn't work.
Yeah.
So that's a true statement. You know what I'm saying? But in the sense of now that you have moved on and you doing something else now, so it don't really have no effect on. He just shine a light on the fact that if somebody was in a relationship before, that person was the person that they was trying to be with. It was not you. It was the person that they was trying to be with. So that was a true statement. If you've been in a relationship before, the person that you was with first, you was hoping that relationship worked. The relationship didn't work. You went to somebody else, it didn't work. So hopefully your relationship now it works.
Should you feel any kind of way that you wasn't the first choice? Should you feeling?
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
you should. I don't think you should, man.
No, you grown now. You ain't worried about this stuff no more. That's it didn't work. It didn't work for a reason. Like she said, what's her name at the top? I can't read it. Say what's your name up there, Miss
Kendra?
Yeah,
Miss Kendra. Like Miss Kendra said, hey, once God say it's time, let it go. It's time, let it go. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I see you next lifetime or something.
Yeah.
I'll start. If you didn't take her virginity, you wasn't the first choice. So after that virginity is gone, you never the first choice.
Yeah, but I mean, he said, well, Chad is talking like he dropped it. I understand the first part, what he said, but the second part was like, you have to understand you was never the first choice. So what is that? Is that really, what's the meaning behind it? You know what I'm saying? But everybody knows if you dating someone who's 35, 40, you're never going to be her first choice. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're never going to be her first
So I
choice.
think that's what y'all got to suck up and swallow with your pride, because you got to realize it's certain things, like, for example, even asking, there are certain questions you just should not ask. Like, am I the best that you've ever had? Don't ask that.
Don't ask that.
What's your body count? Who cares? Like certain things you should.
Kendra, why y'all be lying though? Why y'all lie when a man asks y'all that question?
But sometimes, what if you don't know what your body count is?
No. If a man asks a woman, am I the best you ever had? Most women be lie about it, man. That won't hurt your feelings.
I'll just tell you, no. I mean,
you gonna say no?
What exactly does that? I don't know.
She's not gonna say no if she love the person.
She want to be with you.
You're the best I ever had the whole time. If you think about Leroy, Leroy had my leg up. He was banging me out.
What I'm saying is that this is what I'm gonna do because my past relationship has taught me different things that I'm gonna do differently for my hopefully my final relationship. I'm just gonna speak down towards this. In the name of Jesus, it's gonna be my final relationship. Because baby, I ain't got time. I'm gonna be set off like around here. I don't have time. Okay, back to the story. So I'm gonna say, listen, if you ask me a question, do you want me to have common sense honesty or brutal honesty? I'm gonna go off what he says, because again, I don't want to go into the relationship lying. Okay, when I tell you I'm trying to, I had literally transformed, changed my life. I know y'all might go look at my post like, Kendra, you still out here, half naked in the bathtub. Baby, I'm still a free spirit, okay? When I tell you I'm trying to change my life over to God and really everything, lying is something that I did in my last relationship because it was out of fear, right? And stuff like that. So I don't want to be in fear of with the next, with my husband. So that's pretty much it with that.
Yeah. Okay, we got a super chat, man. Thank you for that super chat, Moet. Thank you, sir, for that super chat. His message is the phrase X comes from the word exit. People need to let them exit your life. You're right. Exit. Exit means you need to roll out. Roll out.
Like Ludacris, roll out.
Yeah,
now, sorry, this topic's not up. It's not one of your questions, but it's one that you should address today.
Yeah.
Now, some people, when you first meet them, first thing out their mouth, well, I'm practicing celibate. What you want me to do then? Or I'm not having sex till I get married. I done tried that bullshit before. Wait till I'm get married. Then you get married. That shit's garbage. Some bullshit.
I mean, well, hold on, J-Rock. I got a question. Did you guys go to a sex therapist? Did you?
Been there, done that. Counseling and all that shit. Counseling, you tell, look, you need to change some things because you dead ass wrong. I will never wait until I get married again before I have sex. If I can't test drive that motherfucker, you ain't going no further. That's it.
Wait, J-Rock, hold on. I got a question about that. Okay, I'm not even going to. Let me take religion out of this, right? I'm gonna take it out. I'm just gonna talk to you one-on-one, just like woman to man. Do you feel that sex clouds your judgment? And now that's a part one question. Part B is, have you ever stayed in a relationship that you knew the sex was good, but it was something you had to get up out of there, and you stayed because it clouded your judgment?
No, I didn't say because if sex is going to be one of the biggest part of your relationship, regardless. So if you with that person for the rest of your life, what if we didn't bring sex into it? Okay, it's me and you now. Me and you, Miss Crump. We together. Bam, bam. We never had sex. All right, we getting married. Then here I come pulling out this Velveeta weenie. You gonna be like, oh fuck. What the?
I mean, no, I'm gonna have to see it before. That's one of my stipulations, baby. I gotta see it on soft to see if I want to determine if I want to.
Yeah.
That's not no sex. I'm just looking at the penis. Okay, I be looking
What
at
you say?
boobs.
What you say? I Knox.
That's
not
pretty
sex.
much sex right there.
That's sex.
It's not sex.
Show and tell.
You gonna let
Listen,
me?
listen. You ain't gotta see my hot pocket. Okay, it's beautiful.
Why
Okay,
not?
what I'm saying? No.
The inside may be like a damn desert. You try to put
Oh,
like
God.
your arm in
You might
there.
have no walls in
What the
there.
hell is
God.
driving Mojave Desert?
You might
Hey,
let everybody
Right.
else drive the
It's
car
not-
but him, and now he's driving a Toyota Prius with no seat.
Oh God. So you guys don't believe in waiting 90 days, man?
I'll wait because that's what I'm doing. My hymen done grew back now, so I'm waiting.
Kendra, you gonna wait 90 days?
Who said they wait?
I'll wait until marriage. I
Who
told
said that?
you I'm on
Now-
this whole spiritual read
Now, Kendra,
everything again with God now.
you don't let everybody else have their shot, and now you want to punish the next man.
Oh God damn! I know.
Right. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let me tell you, like I said, when I was doing stuff, the world, like basically the world's way, like doing stuff because everybody else is doing it, it brought me no peace. I was depressed. I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact. The only person I've only been in one actual relationship in my life. Now I'm still in my 20s, but in my teens and 20s, I literally pretty much was wild and messing around with whoever. If you said that, if J-Rock, you came up to me and said, hey man, I just want to give you some head and I'm good, we would have did it. I would have said, let me get to know you first and last name, because at the time, head was my.
And I would say, don't threaten me with a good time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but again, I didn't have
Jeez.
self-control. I had no self-control. And and people fail to realize, like, I ain't never came across nobody who wanted to use a dental dam. Well, actually, my sugar daddy did, but he didn't know how to put it on. But what I'm just trying to say is, my sugar daddy.
Use a what?
He's a sugar daddy.
No,
Oh my
use
God.
a what?
Oh, dental dam.
What the?
What is that?
What is
That's
that?
to protect your mouth, because you can still get oral. You can still get
what?
STDs from oral
A
sex. Y'all
dental
know that,
dam.
right?
It's
A
like it's
dental
basically
dam.
like some saran wrap. You just lay on the motherfucker and eat it without.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you know about all that stuff. You was.
Oh my God.
I guess.
Sebastian, what the?
Thing is, I used
A
to
dental.
sit back and really think. I used to sit back and think that, okay, if I end up doing X, Y, and Z with this person, then I will have some type of relationship, because after you leave high school, people still have a high school mentality, and that's
Yeah.
all I knew was thinking, like, okay, high school people messed around, they in a relationship, and again, like I said, I was very depressed. I have these severe parental issues. I was, literally in the mental hospital. I literally didn't know who I was. There were days I didn't even want to wake up because of how extremely depressed I was.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that if I'm doing something with somebody, I was going to have some type of validation. They were going to like me and stuff like that. So again, I went through my teens and my 20s, still in my 20s, earlier part of my 20s, just messing around with people who I don't even know where they are now. Right. And that was never my intentions. I always had this thing where it was like loving basketball. One of my, well, it's not really a top favorite, but it was one of my favorites where, that was her first with everything. And I said, oh, I'm going to make that happen for myself. But again, I was doing it on my own timing. So yes, I don't really care, at this point. I rather go and do it with somebody who I know loves me as much as I love them, because I'm a clingy person and everything else like that. That's just my story. Everybody is different.
So okay, let's hypothetical. You dating someone.
Mm-hmm.
So you still gonna and y'all get serious, y'all get engaged. So neither one of y'all gonna test anything before you say I do.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and just trust God. That's it.
And what did you just say a few minutes ago? If the sex is horrible, you out of there.
No, I said to anybody else out there, I don't want to base my relationship on sex, because again, sex is cool. What 30 makes up 30%, but it's other stuff that matters in that marriage than just sex.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he pulls up and he had like a old Eckerd sausage down there when you was looking at the print, and then you know how people you get them in the bedroom, they start taking shit off, pulling butt pads off, and pulling their breasts out, and be like, well, damn, you went from a D cup to an A cup, and you just hung your booty on the wall over there. What the hell? You ain't the same. And then you hang your leg. So
Like, and you know what, J Rock. That's why I said one thing I'm gonna do. Okay, because again, y'all, everybody's definition what sex is different. This is my thing. If I see your private parts, then cool. I see women's private parts all the time. Does that mean hey we did anything? No, we're just girls. We're just we just whipped it out. You know that's about it. It's I don't know, more of a comfortableness with women. That's all. But with a man, I'll just like let me see it, and that's it.
It's to each his own. If you want to wait, you know, and if that's your standard, then whoever gonna get with you have to just live with the standard. If they really trying to be with you, if that's not their standard, they're gonna go it on. They're gonna move on to the next.
I mean, and this is a question. So, how long are you're saying you're gonna wait until average is what 1 to 2 years to get married?
Yeah, 1 to 2 years. That's cool.
And so, how old are you right now?
29.
You're 29. You're gonna wait 1 to 2 years to get to let's say get married if you meet somebody because you're celibate right now, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So your market is kind of closing as far as selling down, having kids and things like that. You're leaving your prime. So you're willing to risk all of that for what?
What age is prime? Because the reason I ask that is because you can find love at any age. You guys know Venus Williams is still a virgin, which I don't, and
we know that how? Because she said it. And
who was that? Kendra?
Women say
Venus Williams and
Venus Williams.
Yeah, I said that.
I don't believe that.
Miss J, you believe that, Miss J?
No, I don't know what is true. I'm not in her bed, but she has came out and said she's a virgin, as well as the girl from
Yvonne Orji from Insecure.
Yeah,
Yvonne just turned 40.
So she's a virgin by what, men's standards or women's standards? Because maybe she's dyking. We don't know. She may be.
Yeah, I knock. Is oral sex? Is that sex? Is that
I consider it all sex. I think she's had some.
So does it have to be penetration or like?
I mean, that's
are
what
you
I'm
still
saying.
a virgin?
Women got all of these different people. Got
Well,
all these different,
according to the president, oral sex is not sex. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I've never been penetrated, but she's probably been bumping cats. On the PGA tour. So what I'm saying is, she's not a virgin. Problem.
Why is it so unbelievable that a woman can be a virgin and a woman
How old is she?
Wait, it doesn't.
They're both 40.
It doesn't matter. And if Kendra had sex before and now she's doing another spiritual journey and she's trying something better, whoever she's going to be with, most likely is on that journey as well. Because you're going to find the person that you're supposed to be with. Now, she's not going to be with someone who's basing a lot of stuff off of sex. They're not, again, my word, equally yoked. So, and then for you to say you're coming out your prime, who are you to say when a woman is in their prime or not? You're a man. So the best is yet to come for her. She's only 29 years old. So to me, when you say a prime, it's like when you're in your 20s, you're right, you're ready.
No, it's the 30s. No. It's what is it? 30s is in the prime, correct? Where y'all hit y'all's sexual height.
That's supposed to be in the 40s.
30s.
No, it's definitely not the 40s.
It's in the 30s.
The end 30s.
Right. 25 and 35 is pretty much would be considered the prime for women.
But hold on, let me end. Miss J, thank Miss J.
I'm not even ready because I am not the same person I was in my 20s or my 30s. I've got better, vintage, better. My wisdom is there.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know what? Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Miss J, I do appreciate you backing me up on this because I noticed like whenever I say, and guys, I literally just lost my virginity like 6 months ago, right? Prior to that, I was bumping cats, which I guess, that was really, this was my first male sexual experience and everything. And again, I wanted to wait until I had a boyfriend, someone who I knew loved me as much as I loved him. Now, not mind you, it was toxic, but there was that love that was there, or maybe more so lust. But what I'm saying is, prior to, and this is going to sound so strange, or you guys might not believe it, but he was a virgin as well, right? So, and that's a whole story behind that as to why. But with all that being said, I guess what a lot of people get tripped up is that they think that they are forgotten about. Like, oh, you got to have a kid now. You got to do this now. And a lot of people end up, this is how you get these BM, BD, situations, like the drama and all that type of stuff, because people want to sit here and rush and listen to what everybody else says about their timing. Why not live on what God's timing is? And again, I'm not trying to get all spiritual or religious or anything else like that, but why not, even if you don't believe in God, why not allow wisdom to teach you and show you? Like, I'm going to school, I'm trying to go back to school, I'm not focused on a relationship. I just got into therapy. I need to heal myself before I decide to jump in a relationship, because relationships are work. Miss J didn't 20, you said 20 years, right, Miss J?
Yeah.
Miss J didn't just arrive, you know, and I know marriage has not always been easy for you, but like I said, you had to do some work. There were some things that you guys had to do so you can make it 20 years. People who just jump in like, oh, I gotta have a kid now. Like, no, I'm not mentally ready to have a kid right now. I want to have children, of course, but again, it's all in God's timing, right? For my life. Again, even though it, of course, ended in divorce, unfortunately, Jeezy and Jeannie, they waited 40 years in their 40s. They had a beautiful child. There was a baby that came out of it. Yes, the marriage, we don't know what exactly happened. Yeah, it didn't end. It ended way too early, but hey, I was rooting for them. Like I said, you never know when your time is going to be. So if I was to have a kid right now and go get married right now, I would probably be divorced in about 3 to 5 years, because I have to have views on marriage. I'm still thinking like I said, the very first message. I'm still thinking, the very first question that we asked, I'm like, oh, I'll still try to live a hot girl summer. No, like I can't do that. Like, so that's just my whole thing. So that's what I say. I'm just living on God's timing, and I'm, instead of doing stuff I want to do, I'm just gonna go ahead and live the life that I feel is best for me, and hey, so be it. Just like Miss J said, hey, whoever I'm supposed to be with, he probably wants to be celibate as well. Because there's some men who are like, I've come across men who said, man, honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you. And a lot of men ain't going to say this, but I wish I was still a virgin. Like, I've had men who have said, I went through all these women and I literally became depressed. And I really understand why you're supposed to wait till I at least got older. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want to ask you guys, have you guys seen this in the news, but the rapper actor Common, he proposed to Jennifer Hudson. Now, before I say that, he's been with Tiffany Haddish. He's been with a lot of celebrity women, and I don't know if he wanted to settle down. If they asked him to settle down, I don't know. But he finally got with Jennifer Hudson, and he actually proposed to her, and she actually said no. So.
His track record makes her say no. He don't deserve it right now.
But J-Rod, they say he was embarrassed and he was hurt. He's
been dogging everybody he's been without.
Yeah. I mean,
that's like somebody just sitting there. You see them out there, and they've been with a guy, they take all his money and drop him, and then here they come to you. Hi, All-Star. You're like, shit, I don't want no parts of you.
All right, guys, we're going to get into this last video. We're going to react to it, and we're going to get out of here, man. This is the last one. So it talks about women's intuition. All right? It talks about women intuition. Yeah. We're going to get into this, and then we'll be out of here.
Real quick, do y'all believe in women's intuition?
Hell yeah.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
Do you think that there is any validity to his statement?
I mean, I definitely agree. I think a lot of women are selfish in relationships, if we just gonna be honest in terms of their care. Like, they care about what they can benefit from, right? But when it comes to making sure that man is solidified, making sure that man is taken care of, that doesn't become a problem until he stops giving her what she wants. Now it's, okay, what's going on with you? Why are you acting like this? Why are you doing this? But when he's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing for her, she Ray Charles to it. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's a real, I'm sorry, but that's real minimal. And that's a small situation. That's not, women actually can tell when their men are unhappy. We can absolutely tell that. And he's talking about intuition. You're talking about a feeling and a whole subconscious process versus an observation. So those two don't even relate. Let's go and start that first. Those two don't even relate.
I don't know, man. Listen, guys. Well, how you feel about it, Sebastian?
I mean, again, it's all what she said, intuition and the
Yeah.
other thing is the feeling. It's all the same. You basically got a feeling that something ain't right, or you got a feeling so that the person's unhappy. The thing is what are you gonna do about it? It's anybody can have a feeling. You can have, say you have the intuition. I knew you were cheating. I knew, and but like you said, if you knowing these things, why can't you know that your man is unhappy? Now, again, this is not in all cases. This is in some cases. To me, all this stuff is just a game. All this stuff is a gimmick. For me, if you feeling that something is not right in your relationship, or you feel like your significant other's cheating, or whatever the case may be, your intuition, whatever the case is, then there had to be something to get you to that point. Are you paying attention? Are you trying to correct these issues? Are you trying to get the stuff lined out, or are you gonna play the game? And again, like he said, do you know that he's unhappy? You know those things, like you had a feeling that he's unhappy, like you had a feeling that he's cheating. What are you doing to address the issues? That's my response to that. What are you doing to address the issues?
Miss J, do you believe in that women's intuition?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I believe they definitely know when their man is unhappy.
Yeah.
Now, like Sebastian said, whether they decide to do something about it or not. But yeah, because women also can get complacent and think he ain't going nowhere. Don't nobody want him but me. And then
Wow, is that what really?
yeah, women can get complacent as well. But the same intuition we have when I just know it in my spirit. And now he coming in here wearing medium sweaters and cologne is different. And these imaginary friends that came with you hanging out with that I've never met, like all that we know. But we do know when they're unhappy. Like if you're in a long-term relationship, I don't know this new stuff, but like you with your guy, when some ain't right and you need to address it before it gets too far.
Mm-hmm. They say if you go looking for something, you'll find it.
Yeah, I've also heard you should never go through your spouse's phone and all that.
Yeah.
Like to me, what makes you have to do it? It's something already in you that makes you think you have to go through that phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it could be not even that relationship. It could be your past baggage that make you want to go through the phone, but then your feelings get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna go find the truth because my thing is it's gonna be revealed to me, or I'm gonna already feel it in my spirit. Something's not right.
I got it. Nice. Thank you, Miss J. Miss Kendra.
Yes.
Do you believe in that women's intuition?
I do. And I know I was just in denial when God was talking to me. So, and then I remember going through the phone, baby, I felt sick. I said, oh my gosh. Like I remember I went in the phone, I was sitting down in the shower. It was like that One Wish video in my shower.
It all hit you at one time.
And you know what's so crazy? At that point, we was at a situationship, so I really had no business going through his phone anyway.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you the red. It was what was for me was when it was a girl at his job, and he's like, "Oh, this is my best friend." I'm thinking, you just literally got there 2 weeks ago. How's she your best friend already? And he did the same thing to me when we first met, right? So I said, he's like, but it ain't nothing there. It turns out it was. And then I found out he got her pregnant. Like that's what I read in the phone. Wow. I said, oh baby, you raw me and her. Oh baby, we don't do we don't do this.
See, that's what having that friend on the side would do. It opens up doors that don't need to be open. But when you were saying your friend Lance, oh, he's just my friend. Yeah, that was his friend until he popped in her. Now she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
J Rock, I not. They talking about they got some kind of spiritual power. They just know when they man cheating, man. They get this feeling, he doing something wrong. I know it. All it is they playing investigation. They know he stayed out a little bit later. They know he working out now. They know he eating right now. Now he wearing these special looking damn drawers. You know what I'm saying? They know he doing some things.
Yeah, I think it ain't. It's a matter of common sense. I mean, like she said, if she see you dressing up more than you normally dress up after work, dude, come on, like, I mean, leave a bag in the trunk.
Yeah.
You doing the most. Now you want to start working out, you know.
Yeah, you know,
worked out in 6
you leaving
months.
too many signs,
It ain't
big
even
dog.
it ain't even New Year's, and you working out. I mean, it ain't you ain't picked up another religion or nothing. You just doing the most. She ain't got to have intuition to know that you
know what I'm saying?
You got a side of fries.
Cause you know,
I mean,
we stupid, bruh. We dumb.
Yeah.
We gonna show you the
We
signs.
dumb, but we ain't stupid. But at the end of the day, she can see that. She see
Yeah.
that. Oh, okay. Now you when you get home, you got an extra sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You ain't never rushed to the gym that fast. I mean, the treadmill ain't going nowhere. The old guy still ain't made it to the weights yet.
Yeah.
Why are you rushing out the door? And what you need to wear cologne to the gym for? Who you smelling good for? She don't need no intuition to know that you got a side of fries.
Cause I was here to think about J-Rock. I'm thinking about it. If she at home and all of a sudden something come across her mind and her spirit, just like, I bet you he ain't at the damn gym. That's because the gym bag's sitting at the house. The gym bag's still at the house.
Still at the house.
See, but y'all really downplaying a woman and her spirituality. And first of all, women are nurturers. That's why it's called Mother Nature. So don't downplay our intuition. Okay. Now, just because you ain't paying attention to every little thing that your woman does, because like one of y'all said, she's a pincushion. And we're more mental and spiritual and emotional. Don't downplay my intuition thing that I have going on here. Because it is here. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all
Don't do
just
that.
nosy. That's all that is.
No, but we know something is not right even before they get to looking. Because we can fit. First of all, you came out of a woman. You don't know how powerful we are spiritually. We know men just period because y'all had to come through us. Okay.
Well, let's get all these women together and get
don't
the intuition
downplay
so we
the
can get the
intuition,
lottery
baby.
I'm saying, wait a minute. Now we gotta. I mean, I'm understanding what you're saying, but first off, y'all came from us because it's our re-up that made y'all. Okay,
exactly.
I'm just playing. I'm just teasing with you.
Don't play with Miss J now. Miss J don't play. Miss J
But
go.
also because y'all couldn't do things by yourself, so y'all needed us. That's why y'all lack a rib. That's why y'all lack one rib. Every man lacks one rib, and that was the rib that make his helpmate. You wouldn't need a helpmate if you can do it all. You can't.
Now,
right? I mean, listen. Now we go. If you want to go there, I can go there with you because I'm very versed in this situation now. And having a helpmate, we supposed to have roles that we supposed to be playing, but we don't want to play those roles. We don't want to follow those roles. If we speaking on help meets and that we couldn't do it all, and it wasn't the fact that we couldn't do it all. He said, I didn't want you to be alone. It didn't say you couldn't do it all. He said, I didn't want you to be alone. So I'm gonna give you somebody. And if somebody that's going to be here is going to be a helpmate for you. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you are for me and to be a connection and to be a part of me for us to be able to make something happen. But again, going back to the thing, it ain't that we couldn't do it, but we was doing it. He said, I don't want you to be alone. So again, I'm real versed in this operation. You might see this big bald head and believe that Brother Sebastian is just some fella just be out here running his mouth. I'm versed in spirituality. I'm versed in the Word of God. I'm versed in relationship. I'm versed in marriage. I'm versed in fatherhood. I'm versed in being a brother, an uncle, a counselor. All these things. So again, I'm with you. I understand where you're coming from, but we have to make sure that we don't confuse the intuition part. I know God gives us this information so we can kind of, go on this track and follow this track we're supposed to. Now, we might all not understand it, or we might not all believe or know, but God gives us that sense to know, hey, something's not right. We always say, well, I had a feeling that something told me not to go this way. So it wasn't that something told you. Right. That's that connection that you have that's letting you know that something's not right. Something's not in line up with what it's supposed to be lined up with. We just don't listen to it. We just suppress those things because, again, we're not functioning and operating like we're supposed to be functioning and operating. Now, for us as men, for the most part, we think things in the process of X and O, right and wrong. So we don't call it intuition. We call it just common sense. It makes sense. It adds up. You must use another term for it when you're saying intuition. That's that same spirit that we have. We have that same spirit of God. You get that feeling something ain't right. But again, are we doing what we need to do to address the issue and fix it, or are we continue on acting like we don't know what's going on and lost in the sauce? Again,
I said before, even with the intuition, then like one of the video when she said, or he, I don't know, I can't remember, but it was like, once you know something's not right, what are you doing to fix it before it gets there? Now, on your topic, as far as intuition, some people call it discernment. It's all the same thing. But what I was saying was, don't downplay it like, oh no, that's just y'all being nosy. No, a feeling is a feeling. And if you want to go back to the helpmate, a lot of the way it's supposed to be led has got blinded. It's so blurred. Now you got women, I don't need a man. But then you don't got to take the trash out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so blinded now, especially in the Black community.
Oh yeah, it's the same for men. It's men is how I don't need a woman. I can do it. I don't need nobody. I can take care of myself. Well, I gotta take somebody on to. But the most beautifulest thing that, again, we can go back to the helpmeet thing, is having somebody to share it with. That is very fulfilling. That gives you something that you don't have when you're just by yourself. When you have somebody to share your successes with, to share your pain with, to share your failures with, it means something. It takes you to a place and gets you in a place to where you are complete. You feel complete. And that's the things that we have to get locked in on. You know, we miss out, and we again, I put a lot of the emphasis on men because we are supposed to be the head of our households. God is supposed to be the head of us. We're supposed to be the head of our families again, but we don't treat our women like they are our necks. That's what you are to us, the neck. We turn, we need you here to support us. We turn, we move, you helping us function and care. We don't do that. So a lot of our brokenness and all this stuff that's going on, we have to repair because, again, we're doing stuff that don't add up. Main thing for me is accountability. And, you know, I try anybody's, again, if you're in my circle, I'm holding you accountable. So don't do nothing crazy around me. Don't tell me nothing crazy. We're going to have a conversation about it. Because accountability is the main thing. If we're going to get our relationships right, if we're going to get this, well, we don't have to have this young lady saying, hey, well, I'm waiting. Then everybody looking at her bad, like, hey, well, you ain't going to, because you have already did it before, you're going to hold up and we have to understand we should be in that mentality. And I tell I have all daughters. If you haven't been watching the podcast, you didn't know I have all girls. And I give them this analogy. If you only had chocolate cake, you wouldn't know nothing about vanilla. You wouldn't know nothing about no cheesecake, none of that stuff. So none of that stuff would matter to you. This is what you get when you're having sex before you get married. You have all these flavors. So once you have that flavor and you get into a relationship and you get married, because you have had vanilla cake and now you're in a relationship that's chocolate cake, you might like the vanilla cake more than you like the chocolate cake. So now you have problems in your relationship. But if you can just hold on and hold out, find you somebody worth being with, don't just be a serial dater. Date it with intention, date with purpose, date with the reality of this. Is this person is somebody that I can build with, somebody I can have a family with? If I'm a man, this is somebody I can have to raise my kids and my kids be safe with. The same with the woman. This is a guy that is going to provide and protect for us. This is how we got to start being intentional with our relationships. And then we'll be better off as a community, as a people, and as a nation. Be honest with you. And I'm done. I'm gonna quit talking because I get deep because I'm passionate about us being great in relationships. I'm tired of us having broken relationships. I'm tired of, like the young woman, Miss Kenya. I'm tired of us having this same situation. We constantly hearing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. The same thing with our men. We got the same thing. They getting these women that's broken, and now you jacking up good men. And then we got men that are not good men, and they go on here jacking up our good women. But if we start having a standard and we start holding our friends accountable, holding our family members accountable, hey, that's not right. Stop doing dumb stuff. And then we can start to get our relationships on track and be like it was when our grandparents and great-grandparents, they was in these relationships and married for 40, 50, 60 years. And it's a beautiful thing. When you see them people and somebody say, I've been married for 60 years, you can't tell me you don't clap. You can't tell me you ain't like, woo, man, how you do it? Because it's something, you know what I'm saying? So again, I'm done, All-Star. I told my wife I wasn't gonna go on one of these tangents, but it gets me every time. But go ahead.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, we come to the end, man. Come to the end of Let's Talk episode 6. So I want you guys to share with us your social medias. I want you guys to share with us your YouTube channels, your businesses, your anything that you want to put out there. So we're going to start up top with Kendra. And please tell us how we can contact you. If you have something you have going on, let us know.
Okay, so yes, like I said, guys, where's my book? Oh, here's my book. Right here, Diamond in the Rough. Make sure you guys go support this. This is on Amazon. Check it out. Diamond in the Rough by Kendra Crump. And that's how you spell it right there. Okay. Social media handles, The Kendra Crump Show on Instagram. And I'll just put it up again. Diamond in the Rough. It's my first book. It's a drama, romance, suspense. So that's what that is. You know, and thank y'all so much for having me.
You said it's
very
on
enlightening.
Where you said that book is at? It's on Amazon?
On Amazon, yes. So Diamond in the Rough by Kendra Crump. Get the Kindle version or the paperback version, either or. So that's it. Thank y'all so much. And that was it. This has been great. Thank you. Right. Everybody's been great. Wonderful.
And what days do you come on the Kendra Crump Show? What days?
Oh, as far as with like just posting on my like 2 or 3 times out the week. So I just like maybe on a Sunday, Monday, like randomly Thursday.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Kendra. J-Rock.
Thank you all.
J-Rock, you can get me at just my IG, J-Rock1357. But you know, it's been a pleasure as always being on here with All-Star. I enjoy going back with all the panel. You know, it's very interesting. And back to Sebastian, you know, we just need we the only race that has strong, independent women.
Yeah.
The only race. Everybody else.
The only ones.
So we need to get back to
y'all trying to start something, man.
No, it ain't trying to start something. I'm just saying facts. We need, like he said, get back to relationships like our grandparents had, like, you know, 50, 60 year marriage. You know, that's because you had structure. And then they had that systemic racism where they came in and separated the black family. And we still fighting it to this day. They took the black man out of the household. You know, I'm lucky that I grew up with both parents in the household. You know, I didn't have to worry about being on Section 8 and be like, okay, well, your dad can't be here because if we paying for y'all to live here, he can't be here. So we just need to try to get our young people on that track so that they can get back to having that 2-family household like Miss Crump's gonna do.
Yep, and we shouldn't be waiting until about 35 to be considering marriage and kids. I mean, at that point, the biological clock is pretty much almost ticked out. So, yeah.
Okay, let's go with Sebastian. Sebastian's.
You on mute, Sebastian?
You're on mute. I'm Sebastian. I'm gonna give you my. I love the panel again. The panel was off the chain, amazing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna plug my wife's business. I'm gonna slide it on up. You know, so you can jump on up on our site. You know, get you some outstanding things. She makes a lot of personalized things. So if you want to get on there, go on and get that. I'm Sebastian, aka James Perderman. I'm on all the social media as James Perderman. So just jump on there if you want to hit me up on Facebook or something. Feel free. You know, it's an outstanding thing, and I love this group, man. Miss J, Miss Kenya, my man J Rock, and what's your name at the bottom?
Inox.
Inox, man. My man is all the way live.
Hey, if y'all need insurance, he's the man. That's where I get my health insurance from. You know, I think I'm paying like $20 a month for my health insurance, and I got everything's covered. So if you need insurance, health insurance, or what, life insurance, he is the man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And I done sent all my friends to him, and he done took care of them. Sebastian, what you said? James, what?
Perdaman, that's P as in Paul, U-R, D as in Delta, I-M-A-N. Just like Purdy Man, is people say it is Perdaman. It was a name made up by my great-great-grandfather, so everybody that you run into with the name Perdaman is a relative of mine.
And that's on Facebook, right?
That's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Miss J, so lovely having Miss J. Miss J, how can we follow you?
I'm on IG, MZ Jackson 1033. That's the only way I need anybody to follow me. I don't need y'all on my personal Facebook. But this is actually my first podcast. I really enjoyed it. I was invited by Unique through All Star, and I really enjoyed it. I like speaking to intelligent people of my community and debating and seeing different sides of things. So I think I will come back to watch on next Sunday. Like
Yeah.
Real cool. I like it.
Well, Miss J, we be here every Sunday. If you feel like you got something on your chest, something on your heart you want to talk about, then let us know. You can get back on, but it's going to be every Sunday for the next months to go. So let us know if you want to come back on, and the door is always open for you.
Thank you.
All right.
You're gonna do a Freaknik episode?
Hey, it was boring. It was really boring.
I watched
It was.
I thought it was boring.
It was
boring.
It was very not. It was
Dry.
informative, but I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, I was looking for something.
You had one that didn't invite me. I grew up in Freak.
No, we're talking about the movie.
The movie.
Yeah, that movie was whack.
I'm talking about you need to have one. I went from 91 until it was over.
Well, you don't want these new freaks.
J-Rock, we're gonna do something.
There's nothing going on.
Oh Lord, not Mississippi. I'm going.
Jay, we're gonna be in Mississippi on the April 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. You know it's gonna be wild. It's already spring break. We're gonna incorporate all our motorcycles and free food. We got the gambling, we got the casinos, we got the party tent.
Am I gonna be censored?
Nah, but they told me I can't bring the camera after 5 o'clock. So they told me I got to turn the camera off. So Inox, man, how can we follow you, sir?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram, the number 1 DON_KAVO, and that's one Don Cavo. And you can reach out to me for any of your insurance needs. I'm licensed in all the states. Any investment needs, 401ks, IRAs, anybody that wants to start, saving for retirement, things of that nature, please get at me. The number is 800-641-6605. Again, that's 800-641-6605. And that's Knox Insurance. Get at me for any insurance needs, any insurance questions.
Nice. So now I know why y'all boys, because J-Rock is an insurance adjuster. And now I see the connection.
No, he was not dealing. I met him when I moved to Florida. He was my banker. I'm still pissed at him because he didn't tell me how to get Bitcoin when I first got here in 2014, when there was like $10 each. I've been a millionaire by now, but he didn't tell me about that. But he wanted to tell me. Then he moved to Chattanooga. Chattanooga became he started selling insurance, but I got him into the insurance adjusting field.
Yeah,
that for a while. He's like, man, what you do again? So I got him into that field, and he made some good money.
Okay, guys. All right. I'd like to say thank you again, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. Peace. Listen, I thank you guys for taking time, man, to get on Straight Up TV, man. I am your slingshot platform, man, for YouTube. Anytime you feel like you want to come by, man, if you have a conversation, man, if you have something to say that for the betterment of the slingshot community, man, please contact me and come on the show, man. So let's close out. Let's close out with everybody, you know what I'm saying?